Okay, so welcome to Live from Heaven. So let's just start off this interview. This is kind of like a free interview where we just want to talk to each other and just kind of open up about some things or explore wherever this thing goes, right? We have Zari here, and Zari doesn't want to go upstairs with her siblings. So we're gonna conduct this thing. And while we're right here, I think the first question is how I want to start this thing. Let's just kick it off. Let's just get right down to the nitty and the gritty, okay? What would you say is the most challenging thing about being you, yourself, a mother, a wife, a sister, friend, daughter, and all that, and a mother? What's the most challenging about like this life with these children?
I'm glad you said mother twice. But I think the most challenging part for me, um, I say will be balance.
Yeah, thanks.
Just balancing everything, being a mom, being a wife, just committing to myself and everything around me is just having balance with all of it. Yeah.
For me, I would say the most challenging thing is time. This is like this is like a great investment. It's like having children is like it's like individual investments in every child, right? And it's not like an investment that you can ever take your eye off of, that you can ever like take a break from. But doing it while you're young, it's a blessing because you're young. You have the energy and the spirit, the willpower to be able to do it. But you still are ambitious and you still want to just take over the whole world. You got all these ideas. And it's like you have to break up all of that time and still make sure you focus what you need to focus on the child. It's tough. But I could never see myself doing this at an older age. With 3, dead.
I don't see how people do it.
Dead. So another question. Just to like dive into it, like we don't just walk into the swimming pool, we just jump in, right? Just to get warm. What would you say is like a very defining moment in our relationship for you? Ooh, right? Come with it.
When you say defining, are you saying like a moment in time or just like a event or what?
I think it's free. It's just up in the air.
Okay, so I feel like for our relationship, it would be us getting married in general. Because it wasn't like when we first started dating, it wasn't like anything was established. Like it wasn't like, oh, this is my boyfriend. Okay.
Facts. That's true.
Wait, we'll just stop.
No, please don't.
Okay. But it wasn't just a time where it was like, oh, this is my boyfriend, this is my girlfriend, whatever, whatever. Like we were so much more than that title, but it wasn't established, and it's kind of like we just got married. It wasn't even like a will you marry me, anything like that. We kind of just got married. And of course, at that moment, it was like when we got married, we understood then and there that like this is forever.
This
like
is
this is it.
You locked in.
Nothing. Yeah, like this is nothing else. Okay, so for you, what would that moment be?
Man, that's easy. The most defining moment, right? In retrospect, was me getting injured in the army. The airborne injury. You feel me? And that was a real trying time for me. Still to the day, like you see the scar. It's there. But it was an important time where I struggled with myself the most. You feel me? And you did a lot of taking care of me doing like surgeries and recoveries. And you really helped me establish like confidence back into myself. You feel me? Like a confidence that I didn't necessarily like have anymore. It was gone. It was hard for me to look in the mirror. Like my self-love had like depleted. And you were so sweet. And at times I was so mean because I was so confused. Because I was so focused on myself. I couldn't understand like why you were like pulling me to do the things that would help me bring myself back. And you were successful with Allah's help and grace. And it's like that was a defining moment. So it's like no matter what rough patch we go through in life, I can never neglect the fact that like you were there for me during that moment. So it's like we locked in forever. It's unless you like, you know, like black people, like you call the police on me, like it's a wrap. If you stab me or something like that, I'll probably forget you. Like same day. Like for real. Like we locked in forever. So let me pass it to you.
Okay, so a question from me.
Any go anywhere.
I can go anywhere.
A moment.
Okay, so what made you make the decision of getting married? Like, what drove you to be like, yeah, I get married?
Want no other choice. Who do you mean? Like for real. Being faced with the, and it's not like, oh, we met in the military. Like we got married like it's a military marriage. Like we was locked in from high school. Not even like deep into high school. We just had like a real deal connection. Like I rock with you. Like you was a friend, like a real friend to me. So it's like we was faced with the decision of you going to Korea or whatever. It's a wrap. Like I'm about to marry her. Because it's like I don't have to think about it too much. Some people gotta weigh their decisions out so heavy. Like, what if, you know, it ain't no what if. Like right now in real time, like if I was spending that time with you, if I was having them conversations with you, like I was fully invested. You feel me? In you in general. And it's like, it was no like thinking about, well, what if it don't work? Nah, kind of stuff like that. Like, nah, like, you feel me? This friendship, this is cool. Like, I can put my everything into this and we can rock with this, like, forever. Like, what else is there in the world other than like a good friend? You feel me? Like, is it that deep?
Yeah, walking through your heart, running through your mind. Would it be too much to ask you for some of your time? I know you independent, girl, you out here on your grind, but I'm just trying to lock you down in your prime. Look,